Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and welcome back to Makes No Sense. This is a classic series where we take animated shorts usually, and we compare it to the live Overwatch game, and we talk about things that just don't make no sense. However, today is going to be a first for the Makes No Sense series, because as you guys know, yesterday, the Genesis anime for Overwatch debuted on YouTube. This is a traditional anime mini-series that has 3 different parts, and the first part came out yesterday, and even in just the first episode, there's already tons of things that just don't make no sense. So hot gamer boys and e-girls everywhere, let's look at the very first episode of Genesis and talk about the things that just don't make no sense.
Battalion spotted, your sector. 50 clicks south-southeast.
Copy that. Delta, take positions. Overwatch on site. Taking heavy fire.
Nah, no way we're only 10 seconds in and we already got things that don't make sense. This ain't Overwatch 2. Overwatch 2 is 5v5, not a 9v12. And plus, since when did we have an AC 130 kill streak in the game? But one thing that does make sense is the fact that 3 of our teammates is separated from the rest of the group, just like in Overwatch.
Sky, confirm targets.
Affirm. Units approaching. Grid point 19 Charlie.
You've been spotted. You've been spotted. Get out of here, Sky. Get out of here.
Look, I know Bastion got a rework when Overwatch 2 came out, but I don't remember the patch notes having him being able to shoot heat-seeking missiles and shooting down whole entire planes.
No matter what you call them.
Why does the shadow kind of look like... Hey, yo!
Warbots, tin cans. They were soulless machines. But the truth is, we were scared. I was scared. They were supposed to be...
How can Reinhardt's shield take that much damage? I know if I was playing Reinhardt into a Bastion and he was melting my shield, that thing would be gone in 2 seconds flat.
the beginning of a new life. But in that moment...
Should have been with your Reinhardt, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. Even though he's feeding, you gotta feed with him.
Life before the war was extraordinary.
She could have said Overwatch 1 instead of before the war, and it probably would have fit even better, because life before Overwatch 2, honestly, was pretty extraordinary. God, why do they have to make PvE?
We had implemented God programs. The next generation of artificial intelligence became omnipresent. They controlled most of our infrastructures, like the food distribution systems, aimed at helping against famine.
This beautiful advanced scene right here is an exact depiction of what life would look like if Blizzard just didn't abandon Overwatch 1 and made Overwatch 2.
We were no longer defined by our mistakes. No. The AIs were saving us from them.
What? I know these AI cars aren't an oasis because every time I run on the street, these Elon Musk Tesla knockoff cars ain't saving my life.
Artificial intelligence was running systems to make our lives better, but what was really exciting was combining it with robotics. Omnica Corp started building a new line of state-of-the-art robots. Onyx would eventually eliminate the need for humans to do all those idle, mundane, often dangerous jobs.
And somehow, they still couldn't make it so that my bot support teammates can't do the simple task of just pressing left mouse click to heal me. You want to talk about mundane tasks? How about you figure out a robot that can just heal me and get
everyday needs that puts power at your fingertips.
Oh, but if I use my Roomba to clean liquid off my floor...
line of robots that put power by your side.
Yes, bravo, Omnica Corp, because picking up a wrench is just so hard for my little tiny arms.
Omnica Corp, always looking to what's next.
Society embraced it.
Sure, we had the pedal to the metal. But who was really paying attention to the road?
Let him...
Omnica kept making robots smarter, and they made life easier and safer, and as you know, this business is all about what's next.
And what was next was Mina.
And in Tech Talk,
Hey, I don't know if later on in the anime Mina becomes evil, but if she does, just let my girl free. She did nothing wrong.
Omnicacor announced today that Dr. Mina Liao, the science prodigy and eminent visionary in robotics, will develop the next generation of Omnics.
Omnicacor has made a lot of strides, and, well, we're going to do better. What I mean is, they've done great. We've done great. But it's time to reach for the stars.
I want her to reach for my stars, if you know what I mean. That was stupid. But also, why don't we have drones in Overwatch 2 yet? Like we got a kill streak in Call of Duty with drones. Why not in Overwatch? I'm just saying, that'd be a cool ability to have.
Frankly, I had my doubts. Dr. Liao was a legend in her field, but we were asking her to push the limits of what many thought was already perfection.
You want to talk about perfection while you're looking at her, cause God.
Somebody should have put a stop to it. It wasn't science. It was arrogance.
When it came down to the moment of truth, we had no idea what was about to happen.
It didn't just activate.
She was born. Life before the war was extraordinary.
Wait a minute, this scene looks very familiar.
Anything was possible.
Nah, because why was this me when I found out what Blizzard did to Overwatch's 2 PvE?
But it was all about to change.
Alright, but if Echo gets wet in game... And that was the first part of the anime series Genesis, and also the first Makes No Sense episode that we're going to be covering of this 3-part series. And look, the original idea of Makes No Sense was to just try to compare it to the in-game mechanics and abilities of heroes compared to how they were in the cinematics, but with this anime series, or at least the first part, there was a lot of that. But Makes No Sense, it's more than just comparing in-game abilities, it's also just looking at the silly stuff that's shown in these shorts. But it's also just for fun. And as always, I'm appreciative of the artists and the animators that made this anime series because this is honestly so beautiful, and I look forward to the next 2 parts. And when those next 2 parts come out, you best believe another Makes No Sense is coming out. But until then, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch 2 videos to come, and bye.